Hello, everybody, and thank you for tuning into the show. With a little jazz, courtesy of, hopefully you can hear it, Autumn Leaves from Artsy Ortiz. It's off of Standards. And it's a good album if you get a chance. Kind of climbing in. There you go. This is right here. Pretty good. I like it a lot. All right, we about ready? All right, catch you later. I could listen to that for a while. I just need a martini. All right, here we go. Let's do it. Let's rock and roll. Let's start off a game of Am I the Asshole? Hi, I'm Jeff, the unlicensed therapist. Nice to meet you. If you have questions, you can put them in the chat. If you have problems, you can put them in the chat. It could be with your mechanic. It could be with your wife. It could be with your girlfriend. It could be with your kid. I'm here to solve them all. Just remember, I'm completely and utterly unlicensed. Just keep that in mind. As long as you keep that in mind, we're all good. All right, let's start out with Am I the Asshole? My favorite. Yeah, I do that a lot. Let's try that again, but the correct way. Yeah. All right, here we go. Let me share it now. Let me share this. Let's try not to screw this up. Here we go. Okay, we're ready. We're ready. We're rock and roll. Just a minor technical issue, which I always have one hiccup. I got it out of the way early. All right, let's kick things off. Am I the asshole, ladies and gentlemen? Let's see. You decide with me. We can all sign in the comment section. This is WIB. What if it's too much stuff. Am I the asshole if I remove my aunt as administrator on my late father's estate and give her no money? Yeah, boy, that's pretty douchey. I would say yes. Again, I like to right out of the gate give you what I think with little or no information to go off of, which is a terrible way to do things, especially as a therapist. Now, an unlicensed therapist is fine. All right, so let's find out a little bit more about this. But yeah, so far you're an asshole. Just top of my head, asshole. My father died about 2 years ago. It's been a while, all right. And we had a strained relationship. You and your father had a strained relationship. So this is his sister, I guess, who you have a strained relationship with just because, she's your father's sister. My father was injured due to a nursing home negligence. Not like you ever visited him. I'm kidding, but no. And was hospitalized and died due to sepsis. Well, that sucks. But you did have that strained relationship, so I don't even know how you feel about it. I lived 3,000 miles away. Literally couldn't live further away. And my aunt Jill lived in the same town as my father. So, okay, you're his sister. She never informed me that he was sick or had died. It's like that Seinfeld episode. It was like, hey, I didn't want to bother you, or it wasn't Seinfeld. It was Curb Your Enthusiasm. When Larry's mom dies, like, I didn't want to bother you. You're very busy. I didn't want to bother you. It's a lot, but yeah, your mother, she's dead. When's the funeral? Well, we had it last week. I didn't. You're busy. It's like she didn't tell him. Well, you must have an incredibly strained relationship to get no information whatsoever about the funeral or anything like that. I mean, you must be very disliked by that aunt, in addition to your father. I'd like to hear more about your backstory and why they hate you so much. How about that? All right. I found out he died when the funeral home needed my signature to release his body 3 days after his death. I was devastated and hurt that she didn't let me know any of this. This is something, again, just a side note here. Don't hold grudges if you can help it. People die, and then they're gone, and you can never bring them back, and and it's usually something petty that just gain momentum over time. Just something. Now, if it's something horrible, then yeah, by all means, keep your grudges. Yeah, I'm Irish. We keep grudges as long as we feel needed, which can be quite some time. All right. Anyway, my father didn't have a will, and I suspected the reason she didn't notify me was because she knew there's going to be a lawsuit. Well, of course, you greedy bastard. And she wanted the money for herself. So she's greedy too. Come to find out, since I'm the heir, all right, so you should get it. I would get the money from the settlement. So what's the issue? My aunt's attorney contacted me and said my aunt would be the administrator since she lived in town. No. If your dad has you as the administrator, then you're the administrator. Yeah, I would not let your aunt take it. Yeah. Everyone in this family seems to have issues, including you, sir. All right. It would be easier for any analyst. I agreed like a fool. Yeah. Oh, I didn't read that part. Why would you agree to that? Why would you agree to that, you buffoon, you moron? I shouldn't say that. There you go. Oh, okay. It's true. Okay. Yeah. So, why would you agree to that? Wow, bro. All right. There's an issue right there. She got you good. Come to find out, there are two separate lawsuits that will pay out six figures. My aunt had the lawyer contact me and ask me for half. I explained to the lawyer I was upset she never contacted me to let me know my father was dying. Well, you guys had a strained relationship. My issue isn't with her not telling you your dad died. It's not her. You're the one with the shitty relationship with him. Why is that her job? My issue with her is she's trying to steal money from you. It seems to bamboozle you. That I have an issue with. Anyway, and I would be willing to give her 15%. Okay. The first case settled. Again, you don't give us much information about any of this. And we were given the final paperwork to sign before the money can be distributed. I signed mine. I found out today that she's refusing to sign unless I give her half. Yeah, you're an idiot and you made her the administrator. So now you're going to be dealing with lawyers and this and that. Just give her the money. You were stupid enough to sign it or let this drag out in perpetuity. You screwed up. As Dave Ramsey would say, you're going to pay a very hefty, stupid tax for that. I spoke with the lawyer about my options and removing her as administrator and giving her nothing. Good luck with that. I stopped talking to that side of the family because they are hateful, negative people. Why would you? I mean, to me, it's just laziness on your part. Your dad makes you the administrator, and you just throw it off to your no good aunt. Who it's on you, bro. Just give her half and be done. Just be done with all of it. Okay, my father mentally and verbally abused me as a child growing up. Okay, there's a good reason to hate. But even with all that, you're at an age where obviously, well, I don't know if it really impacts you, if you really care, if you're just really upset that your aunt's getting all this money. I don't know which it is. It's sad, but I get it. I mean, I get it. I don't know what you went through. That's a decision you have to make. That's your decision. I'm just here to help you with the decisions I can make for you. But he's still my father. There you go. And I would have liked the opportunity to have said goodbye. This is what I'm talking about. You don't know when people are going to pass. You don't know when they're going to die. And there's some truth to it all. It's hard in the moment, but you never want to say anything to someone that you wouldn't say knowing it was your last time you were going to see him. And it's really very true because sometimes it is. And you don't get that. You don't get a second chance. So anyway, so there's this story. Are you the asshole? Yeah, no, you're not the asshole, but you're a buffoon for leaving your sister-in-law to do it. That was just stupid. I'm just dumb. You're dumb. No, he's grieving, probably. You didn't like it is like that Seinfeld episode. I didn't want to worry. I mean, where's it's not Seinfeld, it's Curb. Whereas in Curb, it was like it was done out of like, you're so busy. It seems somewhat genuine. This time they just didn't like each other. All right, am I the asshole for not warning my brother-in-law about my girlfriend? What is she, like a Rottweiler? What, did she bite him? What are you talking about? Am I the asshole for not warning my brother-in-law about my girlfriend and letting her demolish him? What are they? Was she like a UFC fighter? There's no way I'm not clicking on this one. All right. I personally don't. Golf. I personally don't enjoy golf. It's just not my thing. It's not mine either. I'm not very good at it, and that's really the main reason it's not my thing. Like if I was really good at it, it would probably be it would be a thing. I don't think it would be the thing, but it could be a thing. But I'm not. Anyway, Churchill was right. It's just a nice way to ruin a walk, right? Okay. It is. I'd like to be good at golf. I'm not. The clothes, all that stuff. No. Anyway, his family had a membership. Should I tell a story about my family? Maybe this is why I hate golf so much. Yeah, why not? Playing golf with my family is the worst thing in the world. It's just terrible. We went golfing at some nice course once. We'd never been golfing. I never been golfing with my mom and dad. It's me and my sister, my ex at the time too. No, it's just me and my ex and then my mom and my dad. I think my sister was there. And so we're golfing and they're just so panicked and rushed. You can't enjoy it. They're worried about everyone behind them. And they're like, okay, we played best ball. So we'd all four hit like as quickly as possible, or get yelled at from my dad. Again, I'm a grown man at this point. And whoever had the ball closest to the hole, that would be the person who would hit it in, and everyone else, you're out of luck, just pocket the ball, and we won't go on to the next one because you don't want to hold up the people. And it was just like, it was so tense and horrible. And then the last straw was we were at the like that ninth hole where you can cut out to the clubhouse again before you got to do the other nine. And my dad hit a really nice shot. He was first off the tee. And he goes, okay, well, that no one's going to hit anything better than that. Let's just go to that ball. So none of us even got to drive. Like, so I go, listen, I don't want to play anymore with you people. I don't want to play. This is not fun. I just at my wit's end. I'm like, I can't do this. I can't. This is no fun. And they were mad because they spent all the money on the thing, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't. This is stressful. It's no fun. So then they think waited off and played their semblance or their version of golf for another 9 holes, and we hung out at the clubhouse till they got back. I suppose I could have had an strained relationship over my father about that. But what we do is we don't talk about anything. That's how my family works. So no need for estrangement. It's just never brought up again. There you go. It's a coping mechanism. Again, I'm an unlicensed therapist for a reason. Anyway, let's get back to this story, and not my stories. I have plenty of my stories. Anyway, whenever all right, his family had a membership at a okay, nice way. Okay, so Chad loves it though. All right, so Chad loves golf apparently. Not wanting my brother-in-law about my growing. Okay. His family had a membership to a country club when he was growing up, and he got pretty good. Well, that'll do it. Yeah, if you remember a country club. Whenever I play with him, he beats me handily. Well, it's not surprising. I kid you not. If I happen by luck and maybe some cheating to beat him on a single hole, he loses his shit. Well, that's just sad on him. Like Happy Gilmore is a great movie, like full on Happy Gilmore tantrum. Anyway, we're visiting my folks for early Easter because both my sister and I are visiting our in-laws for Easter. My mom and dad live on a pretty good golf course in Arizona. I play with my dad whenever I get the chance. We drink. Yes, it sounds like you have a good golf game with your dad and play whack fuck. I don't even know what that is, but it sounds like fun. My brother-in-law also plays when they visit. He wears those stupid knee pads. That's so annoying. I have golf sandals. My girlfriend and I are finally getting serious, and we're at the family holiday stage. This is good for you. We're getting engaged this summer. Does she know that? And married. She doesn't know. And married next year. She's the greatest thing. Well, so far, this sounds nice. It's nice when couples are actually happy. So, she's the greatest thing that ever happened to me. That's terrific. Not just because she's perfect in every way that I could possibly describe. She's beautiful, smarter than me, incredibly sweet, thoughtful. Okay, we get it. You like her. And one of my favorite things about her is she played Division I golf on a scholarship. Oh, this is great. I love this. I love this for you. You are not the asshole. This is just glorious. Your showboat brother or whatever, our brother-in-law, whatever. He's not. He's gonna get his ass. He's gonna get his clocks cleaned, his ass kicked by a broad. I love this. I love you. Take him down a peg or two. You don't want people to get too cocky. This guy seems too cocky. Plus the tantrum. Get those phones rolling when she plays them, please, and send it to me. Anyway, so there you go. My dad, myself, my girlfriend, and Chad went for a round of golf today. I was extremely proud of my 97. That means nothing to me, but I'm sure it's good. I think under 100 people, generally golfers are happy if you're not like a big golfer. My day didn't break 100. Okay, Chad shot par. My awesome girlfriend teed off from the men's tee and shot a 3 under. Damn, that's good. She's really good. You better get good at golf if she's that good, or she's gonna hook up with some golf dude at some point. I'm kidding, but seriously, you learn a little better. Chad is a lobster colored and not from sunburn. I'm giddy. Yeah, I would have been right there with you. My mom and sister say I'm being a jerk gloating. I love it. I mean, yeah, grow up. But at the same time, I just said I would do the same thing. I said I lost badly. It's not my fault. Chad was bragging all yesterday about how good he's going to destroy all of us. My sister says I'm an asshole for not telling Chad that I bought a ringer to embarrass him. No, you're fine. That's just good-hearted fun. I did, and I invited my girlfriend to the family visit. I didn't feel the need to talk about her athletic accomplishments, like that she made the cut to the LPGA a couple of times. She's really good, bro. It's not my fault Chad doesn't follow women's sports. So am I the asshole for not telling Chad my girlfriend's basically a pro golfer? No. You had a good time at Chad's expense, and honestly, that guy had it coming. Screw Chad. That's my new show. Screw Chad. Seriously, Chad. Screw you. Screw Chad. Chad thinks he's so cool. Not when my girlfriend kicks his ass on the golf course. Take that, Chad. Jackass. There you go. It's entertaining. It is. All right, let's get to the next one here. Let's see. Which one do I want to do? Do I want to do this one? No. I guess I'll do this one. I haven't done an ad in a bit, so I should probably do an ad. What do you think? I haven't do that. Let me do a Rumble ad because I love Rumble and they're the best. I do love me some Rumble. Hands down. No questions asked. Here we go. Boom. Rumble for you, ladies and gentlemen. And thank you, Rumble, for the show and all the support. They can cancel your accounts, freeze your cards, decide what you're allowed to buy, say, or support. Big banks and financial institutions have total control, and they use it. That's why financial independence matters now more than ever. Introducing Rumble Wallet, a wallet built for real freedom. With Rumble Wallet, you control your money, not a bank, not a government, not a tech company. Buy digital assets like Tether, Tether Gold, and Bitcoin in one secure place. No permission, no middlemen, no cancel button. And when you want to support creators you actually believe in, you can use the Rumble Wallet app to directly tip content creators securely, instantly, and without interference. This isn't a credit line they can shut off. This is your wallet permanently. Yours to protect your future, yours to protect your family. When the system fails, when institutions turn on their own, financial sovereignty is the difference between security and vulnerability. Rumble Wallet isn't about politics. It's about freedom, ownership, and protecting what's yours. So take control today. Download Rumble Wallet now and step away from the big banks for good. True ownership, true protection, true financial freedom. That's Rumble Wallet. Click on it right now. You can get it. There's a QR code right there for you to click on. Thank you, Rumble. Rumble is the best, man. They really are. No joking. All jokes aside, no joking. Rumble rocks. All right, let's do it. All right, am I the asshole? You are not. I love it. I love that he's stuck at the Chad. Screw Chad. I don't like guys named Chad. Yes, I'm an unlicensed therapist. My girlfriend's ex sent a random text, then blocked her. It's just weird. But all right. So how are you the asshole? Am I the asshole? Let's find out. I am relatively a calm and nice person as long as people don't piss me off with stupid crap. Yeah, I'm already questioning whether you're really a calm, collected person. Calm, collected people don't usually like, oh, you don't piss me off, I'm calm. Those are usually the least calm people. They're very prone to just popping off at the slightest slight or indignation or viewed disrespect. Just saying, pointing that out there right now. Me and my girlfriend, we're just chilling in our room. Well, of course you're chilling. You're such a relatively calm, nice person most of the time. When someone she went to high school with, or how old are you? You didn't tell us. Decided to reply to her story. So I guess this is, I don't know, Facebook, is it? Like, I don't know. It's her story. Isn't that like a Facebook thing? I didn't think the youngsters were on Facebook, so maybe you're an old timer. Who knows? Anyway, something along the lines of, looks like you got a rat tail hoe. You got a rat tail hoe. I don't even know what that means. Then blocked her. So he insulted her. I'm assuming that's an insult, and then blocked her after. That's just weird. Obviously, we felt the comment was unnecessary. She had a mullet. All right. Teach their own. Is it the 70s again? If anyone has ever seen a rat tail hairstyle, we'll literally tell her how stupid she is. All right. After that, I ended up going after her and finding her on socials. Okay. Hold on. My girlfriend's ex, is she a chick? All right. After that, I ended up going after her. All right. After her. And finding her on socials, as well as messaging the girl she was dating. Oh, so this is a chick. Okay. Well, little information at the front end would help. So you're like a lesbian couple, basically. I assume all the pronouns are she, and she. So I'm assuming that's the case. I don't have to do all this heavy lifting. Anyway, she was dating at the time, who was 16 or 17. The ex-friend is 20, by the way. All right. They started going back and forth with me, and the ex and friend admitted to a bomb threat at school years back. Okay, so it's a disaster. I reported because I felt it was necessary. Not sure if anything will happen. All right. I don't know. Now it's been about 4 to 5 days since the two girls broke up, and now my ex-friend sent this. These just too confused. I don't understand. Lay it out for me. Don't like, we're not living it. You got to be a little more specific, especially when it's like a non-traditional. I know you're not supposed to say when it's a non-traditional, relationship. You gotta lay that out, or the pronouns throw everybody. And if you're a they them, or you gotta lay that out up front too. My pronouns are they them, and then you can go into your whole spiel. Otherwise, I'm thinking there's like multiple people in this relationship. Then they said to me, "Well, who's they? Huh? What?" Anyway, side note. Am I the asshole for telling my wife to get, and you're the asshole for writing it so confusingly. There you go. Am I the asshole for telling my wife to get a job if she wants to subsidize the kids? Yeah, I'm going to say yes, and I haven't even read it. How about that? I will read it. but I'm going to say yes. Hey, Lurks, it's good to see you. Thank you for tuning in. Yes, there you go. Hold on a second. Okay. By the way, you're allowed to ask questions in the comments. So you're more than welcome, and in fact, encouraged to do so. I might do some Dear Abby's tonight just to see how she's doing. I disagreed with her the first time. Her granddaughter, she's dead. And then the second time we were kind of mano a mano. Anywho, up until our youngest kid. I don't like the way our youngest kid, a sense of detachment from the child with the word kid. Don't care for that already. Up until our youngest kid graduated from university, I just go with child. Show him a little respect. Up until our youngest child, I'll do it for you. Graduated from university. I worked crazy hours out of town to pay for everything. Okay, fair enough. I worked 6 weeks on 12-hour days. You worked a lot, is what I'm getting out of this. Then I would get 3 weeks off. Okay, well, that's pretty cool. That works out to 56 hours per week. Don't forget the 3 weeks off. If you average it out, which I wasn't going to. I've been doing that since I was 35 years old. All right. It allowed my wife to stay home. So you've been busting your ass, basically, and take care of the kids in the house. We also use it to pay off the mortgage. Well, it sounds like you're doing well financially, as well as buy new cars for cash whenever we need it. Another Dave Ramsey guy. By the way, I like Dave Ramsey. I'll describe our budget. I feel like it is Dave Ramsey's show now because we're talking about budgets. Sell your house. That's what Ramsey would say. I describe our budget so you guys can judge. After taxes, we take home pay and the mortgage bills, blah, blah, blah. Then the retirement fund. Look at you checking all the boxes. Then we topped off our retirement account with money in the emergency. Yeah, this guy's a fucking Ramsey 101. Then whatever was left, we split 50-50. Our tax-free fund was our vacation fund. Okay, good for you. Now I'm 55 and I'm tired. Well, yeah, you've been working nonstop your whole damn life. My body's beat and I need to slow it down. Seems like a fair thing. You've been going full steam, for quite some time. Our kids are now both through university, but got their degrees. Our kids are both through university, both got their degrees, have jobs. I did my part. All right. Here comes a lot of buildup about all this work you did to, I guess, fuck somebody over now, right? Like, look what great I am. So this ain't so bad, right? Okay, that's how I'm reading this so far. Anyway, now I'm 55. I'm tired. My body's beat. Blah, 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 blah. I did my part. Okay, I'm sure you did. The company I worked for had a job open for an office job. I applied. I got it. It's a 9-to-5 city job, 40 hours a week, better hourly rate. Other compensation, however, it's a lot less money without the overtime. Yeah, of course. I was getting 44 hours a week of overtime. That's huge. Yeah, that is a lot. But we have money in the bank. Good. And at some point, yeah, you got to slow it down, bro. You're not gonna last till 56. You're gonna die of a coronary. And what do you have to show for it? Yeah, your kids hopefully turn out pretty good. Your wife seems very happy, and you got some properties, but you're 6 feet under. You might want to live a little before you die. Just saying. Anyway, but we have money in the bank. I have an easy stretch until I retire. All right, where's the issue? What are you trying to make everybody jealous? My wife, however, is upset, but she probably doesn't like seeing you. Maybe here's the thing: your wife's not used to you being around, bro. You're working. Well, I guess you're around for 3 weeks, but you're usually going all the time. She's kind of gotten used to you not being in her life over the course of your marriage, which is not great, but it seems like that's where we're at. Anyway, my wife, however, is upset. Both kids are struggling. Why? They don't have any student loans, right? You paid for all that shit. And for the record, they both live home rent free, but they want cars and apartments on their own. Well, then they can pay for it on their own. Come on, you should be calling Dave Ramsey on this and not sending it to me, but I'll do it. I'll stand in for them. They can afford that. They just won't be getting luxury cars and huge apartments. All right. Well, that sounds like you might have raised them a little hoity-toity there. We no longer have a mortgage, and my wife and I are both driving vehicles purchased in the last 3 years. Hers is still on a warranty. That's good. Our budget is no longer. Our budget is longer, has educational funds either. I think that's a misprint. We still have more than we need, and my wife and I each have $1,000 a month to spend on whatever we want. Yeah, I mean, you guys are really dialed in. Like you're physically very responsible. I'm saving up for a new garage shop. My wife has been giving hers to the kids. She's hinting that I should also contribute. No, your wife's enabling them. You should not. I mean, they can live at your house or your kids, but stop supporting their affluenza or whatever you want to call it. I think I've contributed enough. I told her to get a job. She's only 46. I knew when you said stories, I had a feeling you guys were older. She can go to work and give them her salary. I'm still, so you're just pissed. You're just sick and tired of being the workhorse and everyone kind of taking you for granted, it sounds like. I still provide housing and food for them all, so she won't starve or anything. Her and the kids think that I'm being cruel. Oh my God. And one of the little shits, what? So you refer to your kids, first you said kid, which I already told you was a trouble sign. Just the way you did it, the dismissive nature of the statement. And then here you're now referring to them as little shits. No wonder they just want your money. Doesn't sound like you have much of a relationship. Well, you've been gone their whole lives. That's the trade-off sometimes, buddy. You make the money, you check the boxes, and you have no fucking relationship with your kids to the point that you refer to them as little shits. It's not good. It's not good. It's not good. You know what? You should take your money, your $1,000 left over, and pay for some family therapy. You need it. You need to be in on that, by the way, sir. Anyway, her and the kids think I'm being cruel, and one of the little shits says I'm being lazy, cutting my mom off so much. Yeah, cutting my hours so much. Yeah, you tell him to do it. This is my hill to die on. I've done the hard work long enough. I want to enjoy life. Am I the asshole for telling her to get a job to give them money? No, you're the asshole for sacrificing the relationship with your children for money, for not being there for your kids. I don't know what kind of relationship you and your wife have. I can't imagine it's very good. I kind of think they all want you to go back to work because they don't like you around. You're not used to it. So you're starting from square one. You need to build a relationship with these kids that you've been an absentee father for so long. It's not an easy thing. And I say that because you've been how could you not be an absentee father? How could you not have missed most of their moments? How could you not have missed tucking them in? How could you not have missed going to their school events? All you did was work. I mean, you had those 3 weeks off. Maybe you kind of backfilled it a little bit, but yeah, I mean, you can't do anything about it, the past, but you can do something about the future. So I would say get yourself into therapy with your family and apologize to them. There you go. All right, I don't know who's hot. You tell me. Thanks, Lurksist. Oh yeah, is she hot though? That's a good question. Yeah, maybe which are we talking about? The wife? Yeah, she's 46. I'm guessing he's in his 50s. Not a huge age difference. I don't know if she's hot or not. I don't know. I know she's not used to working. I know that she hasn't worked a day in her life. It sounds like from this thing. But again, my issue is more with his relationship with his kids than with the wife. That's my problem with it. So yeah, I think he's the asshole. Am I the asshole for cutting off my parents? Yes. Maybe probably you are. Probably you are. Well, let's find out for sure. Am I the asshole for cutting off my parents because they don't approve of me marrying someone with a criminal record? They love you. Wouldn't you be a little concerned if they were just like, yeah, go ahead and marry the guy who's did 20 years on murder and then got off on a technicality? They might not be the best parents. I mean, maybe they just don't like the guy. Let's see. Posting this on a throwaway as not to attract unwanted attention. All right, great. I'm 28. I've been with my fiance 29 for 2 years now. Were you like a jail? Were you sending him correspondence in jail? Last weekend, he proposed to me in a very romantic way. All right, good. And I was very happy to say yes. I love this man very much. So far, so good. Can't wait to marry. All right, that's good too. I start a family with him, which we've already begun making plans for. So far, so good. A few months ago, into being exclusive. All right, here's my first issue. I've been married. I've been with my now fiance for a little over 2 years. A few months ago, into being exclusive. So you've been seeing him for 2 years, but you've really only been exclusive with him for a few months. That to me means your relationship is me, unlicensed therapist talking, is really only a few months old as far as a monogamous, serious relationship. Prior to that, you guys are just F buddies. Just throwing that out there. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think so. So you're really, in reality, your relationship is relatively new to be thinking about getting married. You might want to be monogamous and exclusive for a year and a half, and then decide to pull the trigger. I'm starting to lean towards your parents already. Anyway, we'll continue. All right, here we go. So let's find out about this guy's backstory. About a few months ago, into being exclusive, he told me about his criminal history. Well, there was no need to tell you about it before because you guys are just, friends with benefits. And that he was a convicted felon. So I think it's actually a good sign that he told you that. I mean, I think it means that he does want to take the relationship to the next level, that it's important enough for him to share this with you. So I think that strangely is actually a good sign. I was appalled at first until he explained what happened. You might want to look up the court paperwork and just get a second opinion, but hopefully he didn't lie to you. And he was very transparent about the home thing. Long story short, he got involved in criminal activity. That's very vague. When he was 16, in order to provide for his mother, was sick. All right, he's a regular Robin Hood. He got arrested simply for being in the wrong place at the wrong time. I'm going to call bullshit on that right now. He did not. He definitely got arrested for doing something wrong in the wrong place at the wrong time. But I don't think he's this innocent angel. Stop it. And he wouldn't rat out his boss for fear of being labeled a snitch in prison. I don't know. He ended up serving 6 years for felony possession, so he was dealing drugs. Or what was it? Wait. What does it say? He got arrested for being in the wrong place at the wrong time, but he was also dealing drugs because they got him for felony possession and intent to distribute. So he was doing something. So he lied to you about that. Let's be honest. And unfortunately, his mother also died while he was incarcerated, something he spent years punishing himself for. All right. Well, he did the time. Let's give him a second chance. Let's see. But he definitely lied to you. He knew what was going on. He moved from his hometown to the city where we both live now about 6 months before we met. And he told me he's trying to put that part of his life behind him. That's solid. He's not on parole or probation. That's solid. I mean, the fact that you didn't know he was a criminal is a good sign. You know what I mean? It wasn't, you were like, hey, you ever spend time in jail? I like doing the side shows. I remember I was doing a show. And this guy scared me. I was doing a show, and I do a lot of crowd work in my shows. It was a corporate event. I don't even remember who for, some company in Chicago. And this girl, everyone's dressed up, and this one woman is there with her boyfriend. And her boyfriend clearly just got out of prison. Everybody's eating, and everyone's fancy, and everyone's like, knife and fork and la, la, la. This guy is arm down, hunched, eating like this, like he's still in the fucking yard. So I'm doing crowd work with everybody, and I'm just like, hey, I'm talking to the girl, and I know, and I'm like, okay, I'm like, I didn't even want to engage with this guy. I mean, he's like, bro, you're not in the prison yard. You should back off the food a little bit. The old guy next to you is not going to try and steal your cutlets. But anyway, I mean, that shit doesn't go away quick. I guess you got to wear off. That's why I figured he was like still in, fresh out of jail, out of the Steelgate Hotel. Anyway, the problem. Okay, let's get back to this. He says, okay, really? Oh, good. He found God. That's good too. If it's true, it sounds like he is. This guy, I'm starting to like him. He's starting to grow on me a little bit. He works a modest job at a remodeling company, volunteers at a local soup kitchen every day. He sounds like you're at least making him out to sound good. Goes to church every Sunday, both of which he brought me to. Well, that's good. So he's not just lying to you. And the people are like, hey, Barry, it's not like, who's that guy? He says religion's a big part of his life for many years since being incarcerated. Good. So, maybe he's turned his life around. And he's volunteering as a way of giving back. After having this conversation, I explained to him that it doesn't change the way I feel about him. Okay. All right. So all right. You guys are back on track. The problem arose when I made the announcement to my parents. They were super excited at first. Yeah, but then they found out he's a jailbird. A few days later, I got a call from my dad saying he did a background check. Good for you, Dad. I mean, you got to do this shit in life. You're his daughter. He wants to know who you're hooking up with. Good for Dad. Checking my fiance, he found out about his criminal history. Okay. I explained to my dad that my fiance had already told me about it. Good. But that didn't seem to shake him. He told me outright that my fiance, who he repeatedly called a dangerous criminal, does not have his blessing to marry me. Well, I mean, what did he just find out what he said? Like he was selling drugs. He wasn't beating anybody up. He didn't shoot anybody, knife anybody. Didn't have any, assault convictions. It's not good, but it's a non-violent offense. Otherwise, right? He did his time. Anyway, he wouldn't give him the blessing to marry me, and that if they go through with the wedding, my family will not be in attendance or contribute in any way. Explain to him that he's part of his life's behind him, and he's never given me a reason to. Yeah. Honestly, I'd say you marry the guy. I mean, again, I would give it a little longer than you're going to, because really you've only been exclusive for 5 months, 6 months. I'd go at least a year, for F's sake, just to be sure there's no other skeletons that are going to pop out of the closet. In response, I told him that if he won't support me, then they won't hear from me ever again. Yeah, see, and then they die and you feel bad. Remember that first story we did? Nor will they ever meet my fiance and my future children. So they haven't even met the guy? Come on. They haven't even met him yet. Come on. You got to at least meet him. I hung up and blocked his number. That was stupid. Don't block the number. You can hang up on him though. However, over the last couple of days, I've been getting nonstop calls and messages from different relatives asking me to reconsider this course of action, but I haven't responded to any of them. However, a few of my friends who have met my fiance have said that they're on my side. Yeah, your fiance sounds like he's all right. I told my fiance about this yesterday. He feels terrible about the whole thing, but I reassured him that I'll be marrying regardless of who's in attendance. Yeah, no, you're not the asshole. I would say you should marry him. You shouldn't have blocked your father. Give him an in. Give him an in. You cannot answer his calls, but don't block him. Don't block. You don't need that finality. You're young. You may want to talk to your dad at some point. I mean, he's doing this, although ill-guided in what he believes in your best interest. But you're all too pig-headed to come to Jesus on it. Yeah, she sounds like she wants a drama a little bit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It wasn't murder. It wasn't murder. All right, we're gonna we can dump this person here. Jackie, sorry, no links. Beat it. Amscray, Vamoose, Vamonos. You heard me. All right, so yeah. I feel like I like the guy. I think he's going to be all right. He's doing the right things. He's making the right reactions. I think he's going to be all right. I just would date him a little more before you pull the trigger on getting married. I didn't mean to say pull the trigger. Not with a felon. Anyway, at least I would, but if my daughter came home with friggin', jailbird Jerry, I'd be like, you're not marrying that guy. No, not that guy. Does he eat like that? Then no, you're not marrying. This one looks like fun too. A lot of fun ones tonight. Am I the asshole for hiding alcohol poisoning incident from my husband? What do you mean hiding it? Like did it happen on his watch or your watch? My 28-year-old. Oh, you're 28 female. Your husband's 28 male. All right. Found out about me having a severe alcohol poisoning episode when I was 24. We've been married 2 years together for 3. I'm going to do basic math here. So you were 25 when you met. No, you don't have to tell him about alcohol. I mean, if it came up, yeah, but what are you going to tell him about your tonsillectomy and the time Billy Dunnigan, felt you up in the backseat of your mom's Chevy? I mean, at some point, this is pre dating the guy even. I mean, if it happened last week, yeah, you should probably tell him. You should also probably seek some counsel. Get to an AA meeting or something. Anyway. Okay, so you're in the basement of your old family home. So you weren't even at a bar. I was surprised and confirmed it. Okay, so this morning he called me and asked me if I had alcohol. What? Okay, hold on. My husband's on a work trip to this work trip to the city my parents live in, and he stayed at their place last night. Oh, so they told him. Okay, way to go, sis. My sister's happening visiting too, so someone there told him. This morning he called me, asked if I had alcohol poisoning when I was 24 in the basement of my own family home. He'd be like, yeah, I did. Well, how did you find out? I was surprised and confirmed it. Okay, I'm on your side still. When I asked him how he knew, he didn't answer. Yeah, he said he just needs time to process it. Oh my God, this guy. He needs time to process. Like, let's see his. Why don't you start calling his friends and ask him about all his little ill deeds and nonsense. I'm not sure how he found out. I did keep a record of the incident in a private email where I think your family told him, where I keep certain documents. If he's going through your emails too, shit, you do not want to be with this guy. I made that email and let me adjust yours. And I made that email and saved the documents during a horrible period of my life as a reminder of what happened so that I couldn't downplay it to myself. Good for you. That's actually really good. I'm proud of you for that. I don't know you, but I'm proud of you. I doubt he got access to that. I think your family ratted you out. Not even like haha, she got alcohol, but they had nothing to talk about with him. Hey, she got alcohol poisoning downstairs. You want to see? I'll show you. There's still throw up marks on the wall. The other possibility is one of my 2 sisters spilled the beans. That's what I would go with. I'm fighting with both, and I don't know which one it could be. Yeah. Are you fighting like when he went to visit him? Yeah, they totally ratted you out. We used to be much closer years back. My parents have no clue still, as far as I'm aware. They must know now, too. They thought I had a mental breakdown that night. No, you were just wasted. For context, I grew up in a very conservative religious family. My parents weren't the best. They were emotionally and physically abusive. Oh, that sucks. For the better part of my life before the alcohol poisoning. They were incredibly frightened by the incident. I don't blame them, and calmed down significantly after it happened. Yeah, and you were 24, so you're an adult at that point. I'm talking about acting like they give a shit and never raising a hand to any of us again. They never had alcohol before or been around people who drink, and they had no idea what alcohol poisoning looked like. Okay, so they really did. That's why they thought you were having a mental breakdown. You're lucky they didn't think it was a possession and get some priest in to release it. They thought it was dying when they found out, when they found me, but somehow chalked it up to severe, yeah, anything but the truth, right? I wanted my own insurance at the time. Okay. Around that incident, I have a best friend. Okay. I started drinking. This is way too much information about your drinking. You got alcohol poisoning. I get it. So I started drinking with her secretly, frequently. See, how she had a drinking problem. I started drinking. Okay. Again, this is way too much information about this. It does not covering the issue, which is your boyfriend's. You don't need this much. Like you went from giving no detail to your boyfriend to giving way too much detail to me. All right, here we go. It's only, I'm going to cut ahead a little bit. My God. It's only been 4 years since all this happened. I wanted to put it behind me. Roughly 4 months of being incredibly stupid, and I don't want it to impact my life. So you could have just skipped all that other stuff and just put this paragraph. Anyway, I didn't tell him I had drank before. So he thinks you never drank before. That might be the issue. If he thinks you never drank and suddenly finds out you had alcohol poisoning, well, it's kind of like a big reveal, plot twist. I never drank before, and I'm also a virgin, but I've had sex with a lot of guys. And about the weed, since that was 2 or 3 years of consistent, deliberate use on my part. Yeah, you just come clean with them on all of it. Sounds like, I feel like you guys went, and I may be wrong, but I feel like you guys went into this and these questions came up. Do you use drugs? No. Have you ever used drugs? No. I think that's what happened here. And then he finds out that you lied to him. So now there's a trust issue in the relationship. And I think that's what he's dealing with right here. I didn't tell him I drank before. Yeah, you're kind of sneaky, you. Yeah, that's what it's a trust. This is a complete trust issue. I guess I'm here to ask, should I have told him at some point? I also think I'm going to tell him all this when we talk again. And I said, yeah, just get it all out. I want to be judged here first. I'm a little sick. Okay. Yeah, I feel like the issue is you're not the asshole, but you should have been upfront with him. I feel like you lied to him. I feel like you said to him at some point, you guys had a talk, and you don't drink now, you don't do drugs now. And so you're like, oh, you never did drugs. I guarantee at some point you said, no, I've never done drugs. Or I drank like a little bit once. I had, a beer at a party, some shit like that. I smoked, but I didn't inhale type shit. And then he comes to find out you get friggin' wasted. Your sister's probably told him about the weed too, by the way. And so there's like, what the fuck? Who is this person? Who is she? She sold herself. I sold this bill of goods, but I'm getting this product over here. And so he doesn't trust you anymore. And that's something you got to deal with. A shattered trust is a tough one. It's a real tough one, man. There you go. Yeah, still drink. Hey, listen, I'm a whiskey guy myself. But yeah, I don't, my fiance, like, she asked me, like, you drink? Yeah, I drink. Not a lot. I used to, drink more when I was younger, but I just have a nice glass of whiskey once in a while, like on the weekends usually. You're going 5 months no alcohol. Good for you, Levitron. Good for you. Bravo. There you go. See, everyone on the show. We're all a bunch of teetotalers. Well, I'm not really a teetotaler, but I've had those moments. All right, let's get back to it. Yeah. You're not the asshole, but I think you were definitely lied to your boyfriend, and now he's just got trust issues. And at the end, that's on you. So if you guys do break up, the moral from this, the lesson from this, don't let it be wasted, is to be, that doesn't mean your next boyfriend, you're like, I got alcohol poisoning when I was 24 and smoked weed for 3 years. That doesn't mean that. It means if the subject comes up, which it may, and you don't drink currently, it's like, did you ever drink? You're like, yeah, I had a problem with alcohol up until I was 24 and I had this alcohol poisoning thing. And from then on, I just swore off alcohol. And I'm like, oh, wow, that's cool. And then now you don't have an issue, right? There you go. Look at that. Look how we fix things. Can you do that now with your current boyfriend? Probably not. I don't know. Am I the asshole because I don't want to help pay for my friend's Uber when we hang out? Yeah. No, you're not. I don't think so. Like, that's not really a friend. Are you hiring them? I mean, is it like, it's not like prostitution, but I mean, is it like if you got to pay, it's like you're paying for their services. You're paying for their friendship. If it's on a consistent basis, like we're meeting, okay, well, I need an Uber. You're going to pay for my Uber. I'm not going to come out and hang out with you. I'll hang out with a different friend who pays for my Uber. Are you really friends? I don't know. Let's see. I'm 26. I have a friend who's 25 who doesn't drive. I don't like that already. I don't like it. Learn to drive. Just learn to fucking drive. Get out of your infantile infancy, your infantilization. I think that's a word. Well, I'm an unlicensed there. That's just learn to drive. People don't know how to drive in their 20s and 30s. Just stop. It's not cool. It's pathetic. Anyway, so this person's 25. They don't drive. Right off the bat, I don't like them. When we hang out, I will sometimes pick her up and drop her off. Look, I mean, she's a friggin' nuisance. She's a burden. She's a burden. She better be a really good friend. You know, I don't drive. Pick me up. Drive me places. Why don't you get a friggin' driver's license? Anyway, does she not have limbs? Is she limbless? Yeah. All right. Recently, we made plans to meet up at the mall, but I wasn't able to pick her up this time. She took an Uber there and back, which she does sometimes. Well, yeah, you have to do that when you don't know how to drive. And we got home afterwards. She texted me and told me it's unfair that she needs to take an Uber when I'm unable to pick her up because it's so expensive. Oh my God. You need a new, different friend. She is an imbecile. She's just dumb. Like, learn how to drive. Get a car. Buy a bike. You know, it's not your job to pay for her because she's too chicken shit to go get a driver's license or whatever. And I can't drive. Whatever your dumb reason is for not driving. Unlicensed therapist. Anyway, dump this chick who's just your friend anyway. She's not much of a friend. I'll tell you that right now. And get a friend. First question you should ask when you're at your first little soiree together, hanging out. I was like, hey, you drive? Get that one out of the way. How do you get around if you don't drive? Oh, okay. You pay for an Uber. Okay, so you're used to that. Anyway, I sympathize. I know it sucks not having. Why do you sympathize? Don't sympathize. Stop sympathizing. It's on her. I know it sucks not having a car, but I don't feel like it's not your responsibility. I would understand if I was requesting that we meet some specific place far away. And she expressed discomfort about paying for that. Yeah, that seems fair. But whenever we hang out, I go to places relatively close by that we both agree on. Yeah, it seems legit. I basically told her this and said it wasn't my responsibility. It's not. And I also have to pay for gas, insurance, maintenance on my car, not to mention the car note. Yeah, tell her you want her to kick in for your car insurance. It's just now, it's just how it is. She got pissed, hasn't spoken to me since. That was a few days ago, the asshole. No, and you're better off without her. You don't want anything to do with this. She's insanely selfish and inconsiderate and rude. Do not do it. Here's what you could do. If you really like her as a friend, I don't know why you would, but if you really like her as a friend, you could do this. You say, listen, it's sad that you can't drive. I don't know what your deal with it is. I will teach you how to drive. Let's do that together, okay? Well, I will teach you how to drive. And then see what she says. She's like, yeah, I'm not going to drive. All right, go, be gone. Be gone, you lunatic. I don't drive. All right. Why not? Just drive, dummy. Is she a friend? She's supposed to be a friend. Imagine her poor boyfriend. I know this is the thing. Like I'm telling you right now, she is a burden on every single person because you can't do anything with her. Like her where she can work is incredibly limited to where public transportation can take her. How reliable the public transportation is, whether she can visit friends and family is very limited. I mean, and so she's literally just a burden to everybody because she's too chicken shit to get a driver's license, or too lazy to get a driver's license, or too scared to get a driver. Whatever her cocoonish existence has caused. Maybe she will be at some point ever eaten. I think she will be a fat cat lady. But those cats better never need to go to the vet, or she's going to have a friend take them because she can't drive. Come on, stop it. You're not the asshole. Your friend's the asshole. There you go. Jeff, the unlicensed therapist. If you have questions, comments, or concerns, you can hit me up at jeffahern56@gmail.com. Or even better, you can hit me up right here in the chat. And if you haven't yet, I always forget to do the plugs. Hit the like and subscribe button. Hit the like and subscribe button. It helps. Am I the asshole for being offended? I think I'm justified. I would say you are. People I find these days are too easily offended about everything. Everybody's a victim, but let's find out. Maybe it really was very offensive. Oh, but I like that it's short. So already you got some points with me right there. A few years ago, dear God, few years ago, are you carrying this? A few years ago, I got ill and lost all my body hair. What illness makes you lose all your body hair? That's what I want to know. The whole lot. So you lost all your body hair. So your head, genitals, your chest, your back, your ass. That's probably a good one to lose. Anyway, the whole lot. My wife's friend saw a photograph of me from back then. All right. I mean, is your hair back? And said to her, "You must really love him to have not left him." Well, your friends, your wife's friend. I'm glad you didn't put best friend. Your wife's friend is again, I'm an unlicensed therapist. Thank God. Is to see you next Tuesday. What the hell what is that? What an awful woman. What an awful woman. Before I even thought it through, I just automatically said, "What the f do you mean by that?" Yeah, I don't blame you. I'd be pretty pissed too. My wife said my reaction to her friend was a bit uncalled for and is downplaying it. I don't like that. I don't like that. Your wife should be on your side on this one. My friend's a douche. Downplaying it. But I think I'm justified being pissed that someone would suggest that my wife, from a very happy marriage of 15 years and 3 children, would leave me because my appearance changed. I would love to know more about the friend. If she is married, I'm sure it's a very superficial relationship. And basically, I'm assuming she's some sort of trophy wife. That's the way I read it. And for context, my wife's friend at the time was trying to pump up my wife's feelings by saying how nice she is and used her not leaving me as an example of how nice she is. It's still stupid. Yeah, I think it's BS too. That's after the fact, cut and paste, try and make peace with your wife, who must have at least said something like that's fucking rude. But as for my wife not sticking up for me, exactly. For me, she's pretty much a quiet person, is very non-confrontational. All right, so that's like her nature is not to be like, hey, don't say that. But you need to have a sit down with her and be like, that's not acceptable. I don't like this woman. I don't want her over at my house, or maybe you need to. I don't know. I don't like this friend. I would have a hard time. I'd have a hard time with her. Does she have other friends? Maybe kind of push her a little more towards those friends. This one's a douche. This one is a douche. Yeah. In the first comments, it doesn't understand sickness and health. Doesn't. Oh, yes. I read this one already. And I said, yes, you are the asshole for wearing shapewear on a date. It's false advertising. It's false advertising. You go in thinking one thing, and then off come the clothes, and then you're like, what the how? You were talking about a lack of trust. You violated a trust on the first date before coitus. Even you violated trust. Like you're supposed to be a svelte woman. You're a 200-pound man. I don't know. No shapewear on dates. It's the same thing. It's like a kind of a more aggressive, photoshopping. Like if you Photoshop your picture on a dating site or something, and then you go and you meet the person, they look nothing like their picture. You're like, okay, I think we're good. Have a nice day. But if they look like they look on the picture, but it's in person, but then it's a lie, and then and you're like, plant, and you're like, all right, this guy might be an asshole. Bro code, bro. Am I the asshole for not covering for my friend after he lied to impress a girl? You might be. I mean, what is it? It's not like you might be. Let's find out. Let's see. I'm undecided on this one. Yeah, it could have been a joke, but yeah, exactly. The context ruined it for him. Yeah, I would have liked to know what this disease is where he lost all his hair. I would say chemo would be the most logical ever. I would say so. What else do you lose all your hair doing? I guess he's got his hair back now. But again, some more information could have been had. All right, let's see here. Okay, am I the asshole for trying Am I the asshole for not covering for my friend after he lied to impress a girl? I'd say probably. I'm 17. Yeah, you're 17. You lie to the girls and you back up your friend. Yeah, my dad's he works at NASA and he drives a Ferrari and he gives it to me on the weekends. Right, Bill? Yeah. That's all you got to do. Now you're older. It's just sad and pathetic. But young teens, come on. Everyone's full of shit at that age. So I'm 17. Been trying to talk to this girl for a while. Recently, although really, relationship built on lies is not much of a relationship. We've kind of been talking about that too. But you're 17. I doubt this is the girl you're going to marry. He finally got her attention, but the problem is he started lying to impress her. All right, let's see. I mean, if you've seen the oh, it's so funny. So I think you should leave. I think it is right where they do that, and they do this scene where like the dad's telling this kid about like something, and it's obviously not true. Like Disneyland's closed or something today. He goes right, and he looks over some stranger in the booth next to him. The guy's like, yeah, that's right. And then the stranger booth's like, goes, and I have 2 Ferraris, right? And now the guy has to lie for this other guy, all this other nonsense. It's pretty funny. Here. He told her he has a car. This is the sketch. I think I'm reading the sketch. He told her he has a car. He doesn't. That's a terrible lie. I think you might like this girl. I think that's what it is. You're both 17. He's trying to impress this girl for a while. I think you have a thing for this girl. And that's why you don't want to puff your friend up, because he's just flat out lying to her. And some part of you likes this girl and doesn't want her to be taken advantage of by your, let's face it, douchey friend who's just making up shit to get laid. He doesn't have a car. He told her he has a car. He doesn't. He says he plays varsity. He got cut. Yeah, you like this girl. And your friends. Here's the thing. If your friend is lying to this girl really freely, he's a liar. And at some point, he's probably lying to you. It's just kind of, that's his nature. So you just keep that in mind too. Again, you're both 17. You'll make other friends. I even told her he's been to, he even told her he's been to places he's never been. At first, I thought it was harmless. Yeah, I would have thought it was harmless too. But now it seems like a compulsion, huh? Like exaggerating a little, but it keeps getting worse. Yeah, he's a compulsive liar. That's what it sounds like. I mean, granted, like his end game is to get this girl in bed, but still, frick. Then the girl started asking me questions about him since she knows we're close. Yeah, she already knows bullshit. So it's not, you're not telling her anything she don't already know. Stuff like, what kind of car does Jake drive? Yeah, because she never sees him with it. What position does? Yeah, she knows he is full of shit. And you like this girl. I know you like this girl. You're not saying it, but you're saying it. Jake pulled me aside, straight up asked me to back him up no matter what. I told him I wasn't comfortable lying for him. You like this girl, especially since it's not small stuff anymore. He got mad and says I was ruining his chances. and that's it. Just helping a friend. When it all blew up, she asked me directly in front of both of them if Jake really drives himself to school. All right, that's where you're like, you got to just be like, you guys talk about this. I hesitated for a second and saying, no, he doesn't have a car. Yeah, you're the asshole. You can't do that. There's degrees to this. There's degrees to this. Right in front of him with him there and her, like that's a dick move. You really want this girl, don't you? Yeah, that's what I think is the end. I think that's the bottom line on all this. She went quiet. Jake got super mad. Yeah. Now he's not talking to me. Well, your friendship was shit anyways. Some of our other friends are saying I should have just gone along with it and talked to him privately instead of embarrassing him. Yeah, that is what you should have done. That is what you should have done. I feel like I just didn't want to lie, but now I'm wondering if I handled it wrong. Yeah, you are the asshole, and I feel like you did it because you like the girl. You like the girl that your friend was going to have sex with after he lied to her. It bothered you enough that you're like, you know what? I'm not going to lie. I'm drawing a line. I'm having a moral crisis about me not getting laid. There you go. There you go. All right. Let's see. Which one of these do I want to do? By the way, if you have not hit the subscribe button, hit the subscribe button. Jeff, the Unlicensed Therapist. Do this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It's a fun show. I like doing it. I hope you like watching it. And I want to thank all my sponsors, too, because they've got a lot of great sponsors. I really do. Oh, what's this one? Oh, I already did that one. Can't do that one. I can't do that one twice. Let's do MeWe. I like MeWe. MeWe, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for sponsoring the show, MeWe, by the way. Ever feel like the phone is eavesdropping? That's because big tech treats every user's life like a corporate paycheck. It's time to stop being the product. Millions are making the move to MeWe, the place where private connections and online communities actually thrive. On MeWe, privacy is a human right, not a hidden setting. They don't track users. That's nice. They don't sell your personal data. Great. And they truly believe in free speech. No shadow bans, just real conversations. Join the 21 million people taking their digital lives back. Click the link below to get started. Use the code WELCOME2026 at checkout to grab 20% off MeWe Premium. That's welcome 2026. Do that at checkout. You get 20% off MeWe Premium. Definitely worth it. Click the button. Take advantage of it today. Welcome 2026 to get 20% off of MeWe Premium. Do it now, folks. You'll be happy that you did. Boom. All right. All right. There you go. Okay. Hey, thank you. Appreciate that, I think. Ever says, how men say that when you get introduced, man, you got lucky, implying his girlfriend. Oh, this is from an old one. Yeah, it's like a backhanded compliment. It's not even a compliment. It's just a backhanded insult. That's what it is. Men say, we get introduced, man, you got lucky, implying your friend is ugly, etc. Man, should get a good looking girl. Yeah. It is. That's it's an insult. It's just it's a hardcore backhand. It's a bloody nose at a minimum. It is what it is. But I feel like that guy, it's like a 80s teen movie where he wants the girl his friend has, and he's tired of lying for him. So today he's going to make a stand. And, and then he gets beat up, and then the girl goes, oh, you told me the truth. I know he beat your ass, but I still love you. Maybe we should go to the prom. And then they play some 80s music, and then they dance at the prom, and he wins a fight with him in the parking lot. There you go. 80s formulaic John Hughes movie. I do love John Hughes. I don't mean to insult John Hughes. Am I the asshole for obeying my grieving father's group text? Huh? What? This is just weird. Some of these are just you click on because they're just strange. All right, we'll try this one. What the hell is this all about? Am I the asshole for obeying my grieving father's group text to never reach out again? He did it as a group text. It's weird. It's like everybody on the group text not allowed to reach out to him, or just you? Hey, everybody, and Frank. I don't want you to reach out to me, Frank, but everybody else, hot dogs at my place next week. I'm having a barbecue. Just kind of a dick. I'm 41, been married 18 years. I have two teenagers, 17 and 15. All right. To add some context to our family dynamic in 2018, despite historic tensions. Easy does it. You're not friggin' Israel and Iran. Historic tensions. Relax. Historic tensions. Take it down a notch, Gunga Din. Historic tensions between my parents and my wife. My parents moved 80 miles away into the exact same rural neighborhood where we live. So they moved 80 miles closer to you. All right. They were both retired at the time, and the only reason was to be closer to us. Well, that's good. My dad, 66, still lives just a mile down the road from us. All right. So, despite historic tension between my parents and my wife, they moved. So they don't like your wife, but they move close to you anyways. All right. Got it. I work full time, splitting my schedule between. Are you the 80-hour-a-week guy who has no control over his kids or his wife who's probably cheating on him? I work full time, splitting my schedule between going to the office and working from home. My dad never respected my WFH days. All right, so he doesn't like your work from home days. Well, I mean, that's his issue. If you're making money, who cares? I work from home. I love it. He treats them like weekend tasks, as if I'm getting paid for doing nothing. It's his issue. And expects me to be completely available to him on demand. That's not realistic. You need to have a sit-down talk with him. It's been this way since he moved into my neighborhood. What did he just want? He just didn't want to pay for a nursing home? You're his nursing home? As I've had his schedule since 2016. Last October, my mother passed away. That's sad. Her death was incredibly sudden, unexpected, and it was a massive shock to all of us. My dad and I were both grieving about but his reaction was extreme. Well, yeah, his wife died, bro. Immediately after she died, your mom too, right? He stopped taking the SSR medication he'd been on for over 30 years. Well, maybe he kind of wants to join her. Maybe his reason for living is kind of gone. When I pointed out that his behavior was becoming increasingly unstable, probably due to the lack of his regulating meds, he refused to consider going back on them, telling me he wanted to feel everything. Yeah, he's sad. He's lost. He's lost. He wants to feel everything. He wants to do everything. See what I'm saying? Makes sense. He also started smoking pot habitually. His reason for living is gone. His North Star is gone. And he's spiraling out of control, and he doesn't know what to do. He doesn't even know if he wants to live. He doesn't want to take his meds. He's taking other meds and marijuana. He's probably doing like crazy activities, because he's trying to find himself find an existence without his wife, your mom, right? When I pointed out that his behavior was becoming increasingly unstable, this is not going to help. You need to be in there and be like, listen, Dad, I see you're struggling. I know you feel lost. What can I do? How can I help? Don't be like, you're acting stupid. That's just not really going to help, is it? Has it? No. Ay, ay, ay. Anyway, I said he wanted to feel everything. Well, I said good for him, honestly. He also started smoking pot. I tried to suggest he wasn't doing well. He refused to hear it and just compared himself to a wounded animal. He's telling you. He's telling you what's going on. He's a wounded animal. He's wounded. His heart is broke. Your mom is gone. Like, how do you not see that? How do you miss that? His behavior quickly became completely unhinged. Yeah, I didn't say it was all good, but within a few weeks of my mom's passing, he was on Tinder or something similar. He's all over the place, bro. You need to be supporting him now and not lecturing him. I don't mean, like, hey, you should keep doing Tinder. I'd be like, Dad, this ain't gonna help. Why don't you get him on at least a Bumble site? Yeah, I don't know, something a little more, that it's actually gonna be good for him. Yeah. All right. So, anyways, a few weeks after I was pregnant, he was suddenly on Tinder or something similar. Maybe he might be on Grindr for all you know. About a month after she died, he changed his phone lock screen to a picture of a woman he met on a dating app. He talked openly to my children and wife about his dating pursuits. All right. He also started actively burning his entire support system to the ground. Yeah, he just wants to be done. He doesn't know what to do, so he's just covered himself in gasoline and lighting a match. I mean, so what you can do is you can be there for him and talk to him and try and bring him back to reality. You don't do that with a lecture. You do that by being open and supportive and trying to find out what's going on and just continuing in that process. He's a grown ass adult and then some. You can't stop him. Around the same time, he went to a local bar drunk, approached some guys in their 20s and told their girlfriends they were too good for him. He's angry too. He's got everything. He's sad. He's angry. He's despondent. In an attempt to provoke. He's got a death wish. He really does. He only left because the younger guys refused to take the first swing. Then he drove home drunk and bragged about this to me and my wife and my kids. A few days later, while at our house. Yeah, this is just a really sad story. I spent 2 days immediately after. I mean, is he religious at all? Can you bring him to a pastor or a priest? I would try with that. Start with that. I spent 2 days immediately leading up to the 4-month anniversary of my mom's passing with him. That's the first smart thing you did. I went over and hung out at his house a couple hours. That's good. This is what you need to be doing. And went there for coffee for an hour the day before the anniversary. Good. That's what you should be doing. On the actual anniversary day, I know you're working and you're missing work, but this is your dad, bro. I was working from home and did not reach out. He was furious that I wasn't catering to him on the exact day. Dude, he needs your help. Understand his anger. His anger's not with you. His anger's with the situation. You gotta respect that. And it's inconvenient, but he's going through a lot. If you can't get to this guy, he's just gonna kill himself one way or the other, basically. In response, he sent an explosive group. He's probably drunk, by the way, when he did this, just in case you're wondering. He explicitly disowned all of us and commanded us to never reach out again. He's accused. I guarantee he did this drunk and probably doesn't even remember doing it. And not caring about him or my mom, or that it was clearly an inconvenience to all of us. Yeah. Historically, what's with the historicallys, dude? Ay. Stop living in the past, man. Historically, stop living in the past. Live in the moment, in the present. Historically, I think it'll help you. Once he realized I was actually honoring his request for no contact, you're just being a dick. He doesn't want you. Just show me that you actually miss him, unless you don't. He started trying to force my attention. Shortly after my mom passed, he'd given me an old project Jeep. Recently drove the mile to my house and dropped some parts off directly on the driveway for me to find. He mailed me a birthday card with $20 in it. I'm financially stable, bordering on wealthy. Still a douche. So it felt incredibly strange and performed. He's reaching out to you, you dick. Like, you are the asshole. I haven't bitten. Oh, how brave. You haven't bitten on your dad who's spiraling. Oh, how brave you are. What a brave man. We should all pat you on the back. Your very almost wealthy back, right? I didn't acknowledge the car parts. Good for you. Yeah, fuck that old geezer. He just bore you and raised you. And And the reason you probably have most of what you have today is because of him. I haven't heard anything from my extended family either. Yeah, because they think you're a dick too. So I assume they're only hearing his version of events, whatever that may look like. Why I feel like the asshole. He lost his wife. Why? Yeah, because you are the asshole. He lost his wife at 41 years suddenly. He's clearly struck. See, you know all this. Get over your fucking self, dude. He lost his wife at 41 years. 41 years, you jerk. Your mom. Why don't you say I lost my? Here's another one. You're not dealing with the loss of your own mother. You keep referring to this woman. So you think she was a stranger to you the way you describe her. His wife, the lady he used to sleep with. She's your fucking mom, dude. You need to deal with it. You and your dad should both cry over some beers on this. There's the real issue. You can't even deal with the death of your fucking mom. So you're getting mad at your dad and he's getting mad at you. Neither you can deal with the death of your mom, but at least he admits it. And he's clearly struggling and vulnerable right now, ignoring a grieving widower who lives just a mile away and refusing to, acknowledge his gifts feels cold. It is. Walking away, leaving him on his own when he's unstable makes me feel incredibly guilty. Yeah, you are the asshole. There's no question. You are the asshole. And then some. Exclamation point. And you need to deal with the death of your mother. Right? Right. Good morning, Tatanka. Thank you for tuning in. I do love the chat. Yeah, the Catskills, everyone loves. He's imploding. Yeah, the man's imploding. I feel bad. I want to go help the guy out. I drop some parts on my driveway. I'll build the Jeep with you. I feel bad for the guy. Fuck, man. Jeez. Come on. What kind of son is this? The kind of son who can't deal with the death of his mother, so he doesn't want to deal with his father who's grieving the loss of her because he's not ready for it. I mean, like he talks about the woman like she's of no concern. She's just a peripheral thing in the story, and dad needs to get over it, Dad. Mom's dead. Anyway, yeah, he's a pansy ass. Yeah, you're not wrong with that. He thinks he's above not just most people, but his own dad. Yeah, he's putting this on right. Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. I wholeheartedly agree. By the way, if you haven't hit the like and subscribe button, please, for the love of God, stop waiting. Do it now. Like remember Dr. Gene Scott? Get on them telephones. Do it now. Get on the telephone. I'm Dr. Gene Scott. I smoke a lot of cigars and get on them telephones. Yeah. Dr. Scott. Like late night TV in Chicago. All right, let's see what I got here. Okay. I want to do that? No. Do I want to wait that long even? Maybe. No. Let's do one more. Maybe a couple more. Let's see. All right, here's next one. Am I the asshole? Maybe. Again, please hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. Don't be a stranger to it. Okay, am I the asshole for overstepping by telling my brother he needs to I got a dirty computer screen. Take what his daughter says seriously this time so he doesn't damage their relationship more. No, I don't even need to read this. You're not. Your brother's doing a shitty job, and you're fine pointing it out to him. Someone needs to. Am I the asshole for rejecting my classmate? Well, this one looks interesting too. We'll do both of these. Oh, wow. Look at this. Look how they do this. This one's got dialogue. It's like I'm reading sides for an audition. I, 19, sit next to, like, there's even exposition here. Staging. I, 19, sit next to this guy, 30, in my college lecture. We're discussing movies in French. Ugh, I already don't like you. And he asked me if I was excited to see the sequel to La Flamme Boire. No, I just made that up, but who gives a shit? To see the sequel to a movie I like. And I said yes. The conversation proceeded as followed. All right, here we go. Oh, I think you paraphrased. It's not exactly. Did you get his permission to repost this? 30-year-old, are you going to see the movie next week? Me, probably not. 30-year-old, why? Me, I don't have, you can't use a made-up name. You have to, like, 30-year-old. Let's call him Frank. I'm going to call him Frank. Me, I don't have anyone to go with. Frank, with weird thumb gestures pointing him to himself. You could go with me. Me, oh, no, that wouldn't be appropriate. Frank, why? You're way older than me. That would be weird. I might just ask one of my friends from high school. All right, let me go back here. All right, so you're sitting next to this guy in a college lecture. He's 30. All right, so, technically you're both the consenting adults at this point. But yeah, he's too old for you. That's fine. He gets quiet at that point, starts sniffing. All right, what's he sniffing about? I'm not aware of what he's doing because I'm mostly focused on my work. When I get up to leave, I notice there are tear stains on tear stains on his cheek. It was a weird situation. All right, well, just maybe it's not a school shooting on the way. It's a weird situation, and he's come on to me before saying things like, "That shirt or choker looks a little tight on you. I love to keep talking to you on Snapchat. Your outfits make you look so good." Yeah, the guy's hitting on you right and left. He's got a thing for you. But I've always rejected saying, "I have a boyfriend." I feel bad for making him cry. It's just sad. But I'm taken. It sounded like it wouldn't matter even if you weren't taken. He's too old for you. You don't like it. Which again, you're fine with that. That's what you feel. I don't like the age gap. There you go. Even as friends, and I find him overall annoying. Yeah, so you don't even like it. Forget the age gap. You don't even like him. So should I have gone about it a different way because he keeps giving me passive aggressive comments? No, I mean you got to be straight with the guy. It sounds like you've kind of like tried to play him off a couple of different ways. Sometimes you guys got to be direct. Say, look, I'm just not interested. I'm sorry, I have a boyfriend. Please, if you have, please just, you got to leave me alone. Just you gotta cut it. Don't give him hope. If you don't like him, you're not doing him any favors by being, but I still think you're not, but I mean, I know you think it's good, but you're leaving that window open, and he's just going to keep climbing into it as you keep slamming it on his fingers. So no, I think you got to nip that in the bud. You're not the asshole. You just don't like the guy. It's not being an asshole. It's just, personal preference. So no, not the asshole. Not on that one. That's my proclamation there. Am I the asshole for not telling my boyfriend that my friend is recently single? You don't trust your boyfriend around her? That's a relationship issue big time. That's a big old red flag. My friend is using an online account to post this because she doesn't have Reddit. Great. I, 21, have been dating my boyfriend, 21, for 2 years, and we haven't had any problems. All right. Recently, my friend, 20-year-old female, let's call her Sarah, got broken up with. Our friend group decides to go out so she can take her mind off things and so we could see each other. All right. Some friends live in different cities too, so you're all getting together. My boyfriend, let's call him John, got upset that I didn't tell him Sarah was single. Well, what does he care? I question why he should know. Yeah, I mean, why should he know? I question why he should know because they aren't close and they've only met a handful of times and she lives 30 minutes away, but is always at school to work. And he claims he doesn't like any of my friends because they're too loud and obnoxious. All right. John and I got into an argument and he started accusing me of never telling him things. And he brought up things that happened before we even dated. All right. Well, did you get alcohol poisoning? That he thought he should know, like my dating history and my family drama. All right. He seems very controlling, this guy. I would probably dump him. I ended up leaving the apartment because I couldn't stand him. So I guess you guys are living together. I feel bad for walking out, but he was throwing a fit about not telling me about my friend's breakup. It feels weird that he wants to know about it, but I don't know what to do. So he's texting me, calling me, telling me to come home. But I feel like taking a little space. Yeah, and you're entitled to that. Well, I process what just happened. Yeah, I agree with you so far. I just like to say he's never yelled at me or called me anything until today. That's one of the reasons I don't know how to react. You got to have a talk. You guys got to have a little chat. A little come to Jesus moment. But yeah, he shows off a lot of, yeah, he is a bitch. I think Evereden's right. Evereden's on the ball tonight. He's a little bitch. I feel I sound like Woody Woodpecker. All right, hit that like and subscribe if you haven't done it already. I always forget to say it, so I'm saying it now. Say it loud, say it proud. That's right. All right, let's go one more deep here. All right. Chicken. Got a chicken? Oh, here we go. Oh, no, you're not the asshole. I know you're supposed to respect other cultures, but fucking, you want chicken? I like chicken. Do you yell at him when he cooks something Hindu? Like, don't cook that. I don't like curry. It doesn't Hindu. I mean, I don't get it. Like Indian, Hindu, like curry chicken is a pretty popular dish. I don't understand why he would have an issue with it. Let's find out. Am I the asshole for still cooking chicken when my Hindu roommate asked me not to? I don't think so. 18, atheist spiritualist. Can you be both? I guess. My roommate 21, pure vegan Hindu. Ay, ay, ay. You know, I don't mind the Hindu. I could care less. It's the vegan. Ay, ay, ay. So it's not that he's Hindu. It's that he's vegan. Why you put the Hindu in it? You racist. Seriously, what does the Hindu have to do with anything? That's what I was saying. Like fucking chicken curry. That's like one of the most Indian dishes you can have. You say my vegan roommate. I mean, does the Hindu come in at all? I don't know. Let's see. Pure vegan Hindu. I don't know what Rajput is, but okay. We've been roommates since April 2025. We live in a hostel provided by the medical university. The hostels also supply common kitchen for the entire floor. Now, recently, I brought an induction for myself. I don't even know what that is. To using my own money because of the hassle of carrying utensils. Okay. I suffer from an eating disorder. Well, obviously, it's veganism, and that is an eating disorder. Okay, it is a little. So cooking for myself was already a difficult task, and buying let's pretend we don't know what an infunction is, because I don't even know. Hold on a minute. What is an infunction? What is an infunction? I really don't know. All right, let's see what Google says. Not injunction, infunction. Yeah, they don't know what it is either. They try to correct it. Don't correct it. This is what the guy just wrote. Now, I don't want injunctions. All right. See, like this is what I'm talking about. That don't make no sense. Hold on a second. Did I spell it wrong? Okay. Okay. Myself says, how's I say? Cooking says, okay. I also suffer eating disorder. Cooking myself says, okay. I'm looking at infunction. Just want me, the church trying to get me to say fuck? Infunction. That's what it says. Let me see if I spelled it. Okay, I put an N there. Okay, infunction. Okay, there we go. Here we go. This is what it is. Infunction refers to the act of bringing about, initiating, or introducing someone to a new role in an organization. What? That's an induction. All right, fuck this guy. I'm on your roommate's side, even though he's a vegan. Just because you keep using this stupid word that nobody knows what it is but you. Good riddance to you. I hope your roommate's right. Even I don't think he is. It's just don't know. Like what? I use a word nobody. Even AI doesn't know what it is. It's trying to change it to words, so it'll make sense. Even AI is like, I have no idea. Here's a word that is English. Vegan site. Yeah, thank you. Eden Evers right. Vegan cyclists, CrossFitters, insufferable. Cannot agree with that statement more. And if they're a combination of any of those, oh, for the love of God. Oh, just the worst, just terrible human beings. And that's coming from an unlicensed therapist. Am I the asshole for leaving my sister with no babysitter and moving back home after I told her I'd watch her kids so she could work? Yeah, it might be. Just because, you told her you would. It's kind of a dick move. Wait, I don't want a long one. Maybe I don't care. Maybe I don't care that much. This is going to be a long one, starting in advance. My sister, 26, and I, 22, made a deal that I would stay with her for free. In exchange, it's not really free then, is it? In exchange, I would bring my cats to help with your pest problem. And watch your kids, 4 and 2 years old, so she could work. All right, so far so good. It's a family bond there, a family agreement. We agreed that I would only watch them on her work days. Okay. Got some specifics, and that I would take them to school. So I moved from my state to hers. Okay. When I got there, everything seemed fine. I offered to sleep in the living room and why are you able to do this? Why can you just move in with your sister? That's a little concerning. She wanted me to stay in her room because she was afraid of mice. Oh, so she's paranoid of cats, and you're paranoid of work. With my cats there, I knew she'd be fine. After a week, things started to change. She would randomly lash out at me for small things, like telling me not to open the door. Okay, so your sister's a bit of a head case too. I need to get medicine, get mad, rearrange rooms. She'll start leaving without warning on her days off. All right, let's just cut to the chase here between you two knuckleheads. She said it wouldn't be fair so you want to move out because of that. I told her I wanted to leave because of her treatment and because she was forcing me to watch the kids on my days off. Oh, so you are working. which we didn't agree. Yeah, she's violating the agreement. She kept dropping off the kids and leaving them without warning. Yeah, you're not the asshole. I didn't have to read that much of this. She broke the agreement, the gentleman or gentlewomen's agreement that you had. And she also sounds like a bit of a nutcase. So no, you're better off. Get out of there before she goes completely loco. Before she goes full loco. Never go full loco. Am I the asshole for sleeping on the couch due to my girlfriend's falling asleep to true crime? Sounds like you might be. Like, well, you like true crime more than your girlfriend? I'm 24, often move to sleeping on the couch when my girlfriend is sleeping over my place. All right? She has to fall asleep to true crime. Oh, no, she's the asshole. I mean, she has to fall asleep to true crime. Dude, you need a different girlfriend. Unless you two also like to fall asleep to true crime, in which case you guys are a match made in heaven or on A&E. But yeah, you can't, because no. She should, if she wants to fall asleep to true crime, she should be on the couch watching TV, fall asleep there. Get the TV out of your bedroom. Step one. Why do you got a TV in your bedroom? Get it out. Get it out. Keep it in the TV room. Just keep it in the TV room. It's not that long a while. You said keep it in your bedroom. What are you, at a hotel? Stop it. Yeah. 24, moving to my couch, sleeping on my place. Yeah, move your TV out. Problem is solved immediately. Just be like, I've been thinking. I don't like the TV in my room. I want a more peaceful place. So I put a little Buddha up there. I put the TV out in the living room area. You want to watch TV? It's out in the living room. You sit on the couch, enjoy. I often okay. So she's sleeping over. She falls asleep to true crime, which is why I stopped spending the night at her place. You guys are done. Stop it. You guys are so over. This is why this post is so short. She also lives with her parents, so it's just uncomfortable hanging out overnight. Okay. They have nothing against me. Yeah, they're probably so happy she's spending some time with someone other than AJ Benza. I don't know who does the true crime over there. When my girlfriend asked me why I sleep on the couch when she's over, I told her because I cannot fall asleep listening to a true crime podcast. Okay, so it's not a TV. She's listening to a podcast. She doesn't have AirPods? She complained about how the volume is low. You want to save the relationship, buy some freaking AirPods or a decent set of headphones. They're all Bluetooth, The problem's solved. Your issue isn't true crime. Your issue is that you're both too cheap to invest in some noise canceling headphones. All right. She complained about how the volume is low and there isn't light coming from the phone. I might be on your girlfriend's side on this one. She keeps it face down. She compared it to how she can't sleep knowing an open window. I've enjoyed the window open a bit. Yeah, so you each give a little, right? I told her it wasn't the same thing, isn't it? We argued for a while comparing the differences between the two, and you two just should not be together. You're not a good match. My girlfriend asked if we ever moved in together, would I still sleep on the couch? I said, no. Well, yeah, of course you would. Why would that suddenly change? Why would you not sleep on you don't like it. You can't sleep when she watches or listens to her podcast because neither of you two have figured out there's this thing called headphones. We would have our own room. Oh my God, you'd have your own rooms like fucking Ricky and Lucy. You're even worse than I thought. Oh, you're both idiots. Well, no, I think you're the idiot. You're the asshole. I think your girlfriend's in the right on this one. You're a douche. I think the only thing your girlfriend could work on is buying a pair of headphones. My girlfriend called me an idiot. She's right. I agree with your girlfriend. Told me they didn't exist. Wait. Hold a second. We would have our own rooms. I have always wanted a rocking Papasan sofa that folds into a lounge so that I can sleep in. You are a weirdo. And you're dating a girl who purposefully annoys you enough that you feel you can't sleep with her. So you have to go out to your Papasan sofa, whatever the fuck that. What is with all the weird shit between the infuction thing and the Papasan sofa? Idiots. Bunch of idiots. Get out. Girlfriend, get out. Get away from this lunatic. She told me they didn't exist, but I found what I was looking for and I showed her. And then I ordered it. This infuriated her. And she walked out and slammed the door. Yeah, I hope she don't come back. You don't deserve her. I don't know. Maybe you do deserve her, but you're the asshole. There's no question. There's not even. I've never been more certain of who's the asshole in one of these than I am today, and it's you, sir. Hold on a second here. Hang on a minute. Hold on. All right, this is what the guy wants. I want you to see what this friggin' loser wants. By the way, get an unlicensed therapist. This fucking jerk. want you to see this thing. I'm on a Papa San sofa. I've always dreamed of having a girlfriend who would annoy me enough that I could justify purchasing a Papa San sofa. And now it's finally come true. Look, you can get a faux fur double Papa San chair. Papa San. Sounds like Mama San, Papa San. Yeah, right? That's how it's spelled. There's a Papa San premium indoor lounge chair. They're all like 140, $50. Look how happy everybody is on the Papa San chairs. Sure. Why don't you just put the Papa San chair in your bedroom and relegate her to the living room with the bed? How about that? Big dummy. I am definitely on her side. You are the asshole, sir. You are the asshole. Am I the asshole for not wanting my husband to do excess yard work during our trips to visit family? He is doing them to get away from your family. Why do you think he's doing why do you think he's just like, hey, is there anything I can do besides be anywhere near you people? Read between the lines or the leaves. My husband and I are high school sweethearts. Good. After we got married, let me see. Hold on a second. Let me share it. I didn't share it. Listen to this. This guy just wants out so bad. He's willing to do manual labor to get away from you all. My husband and I are high school sweethearts. And after we got married, we moved away from our hometown about 6 years ago. We are able to visit it once or twice a year and stay at my in-laws. So, okay. That's his parents. As my parents moved to another state. During these trips, we're typically very busy with fitting in visits with childhood friends and extended family that we don't get to see often. All right. Whenever we visit my in-laws, my husband doing hours and hours of yard work each day. For me, it's frustrating. Maybe he's like trying to do it for his family. His parents are older. They can't handle it. I was going to say, if it was your family, then I think he's just avoiding your family. But maybe he doesn't like his family. Maybe he's got some issues with them. All right. So anyway, for me, it's frustrating because we use our limited paid time off. Maybe he doesn't like spending time with you. There's a worst case scenario, isn't it? We have to visit, and he just ends up working for most of the day in the yard. I watch our daughter in the very non-child-proof house. The fact that you just said very non-child-proof house, I think he's trying to avoid you. That's what I think he's trying to avoid. He's like, I can't do this for friggin' woman. I can't. I'll just do some yard work. I don't want to divorce her, but I just don't want to spend any time with her. It would, I would be helping too, but my kid is not old enough. What's with the kid? Why don't you say child? To be left unattended. Like, does anyone give a crap about their kids? He has 3 other siblings that live in the same town as his parents. So it's not like he's the only source of help. Okay, well, maybe they don't do shit. And they could very well afford landscapers to do the same work. I feel like our only breaks from work shouldn't be filled with more work. He doesn't want to spend time with you. I think you need to understand that. I think it's you. I don't even think it's his family. I'd want to not pay $1,000 to fly across country, blah, 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 blah. So like it's a win-win for him. He does work, and so he's happy he's being a dutiful son. And 2, he gets to stay away from you. I guess I should have put it in my husband's perspective. I talk with him a lot. His perspective is that it's not the ideal way to spend the vacation, but he feels an obligation to help when he's home since he can't throughout the year. Okay, so maybe it is like he just wants to do good deeds for his parents. I get it. His dad's in his 70s, his mom in his 60s, both retired. His dad has some knee and hip pain. Yeah, I mean, he's all right. Maybe he's not doing it because he doesn't like you. He's just doing it to be a good son. Let him be a good son. If you don't want him to spend all your paid time off cleaning yards, then don't go to his parents. Now, if you go someplace, here's how you test this. Here's how you test it. You say, listen, I just want to do one trip, just this 1 year where we don't go to your parents, where we take our paid time off. I believe that's called a vacation. And we go to Jamaica, Aruba, Colorado, wherever you want to go. Now, if you do that, and he still decides, like while you're in the Sedona or Sequoia, that he wants to do yard work out in nature and rake some of the leaves out in Sequoia, then it's you. He just don't want to spend no time with you. My husband doesn't think that pushing back would be worth it because you still have to visit people or blah blah blah. Okay, you spend about $30K a year on child. Okay, whatever. Yeah, there you go. That's it. I think he's just being a good son. But if you want to know for sure, what you should do is test it. Take him on a vacation, a legitimate vacation. You know what I mean? Yeah. What if you have a mother who is trash and wants power of attorney over your dad? Protect your dad. Protect your dad. That's what I would do based on your description there. What if you have a mother who is trash and wants power of attorney over your dad? Protect your dad. Yeah, do what you can do to assure. What I would do is I would find someone besides your mother to be the power of attorney if he needs a power of attorney. Pay some extra money and find someone who just does that. A licensed power of attorney, someone who's not a family member, or maybe there's a brother or someone who you think would be a better power of attorney and give it to them. I think you got to trust your instincts on your mother, who you clearly don't like. That's what I would do. I'd find someone else to do it besides her. Because I think your instincts are not far off, right? Let's he said, let's say you double says, let's say the evil mom was in another country, still, keep doing with it. Yeah, she's yeah. You don't want her to be the, yeah, that is tough. That is very tough. You don't want her to have the power of attorney. Make sure she doesn't get it, through legal means, and find someone who can do it. I don't know if you could make a case. Well, I could do it. You certainly take better care of your father, obviously, than she would. So there's that. And if somehow that's an issue, then yeah, farm it out to somebody who doesn't have a vested interest in it, or someone who you trust, a brother, his sister, someone in the family who you think would actually look out for him and not themselves. So yeah, I would say that's the way to go there, 100%. All right, let me go to Am I the Asshole real quick. Let me do one more. Mm-hmm. By the way, please hit the like and subscribe button. I do enjoy it when you do that. All right, Am I the Asshole? I accidentally knocked myself off it. Oh, that's funny. Eva Longoria. Oh, come on. That's just a commercial. Am I the asshole for not wanting my brother-in-law? Wait. Not warning my brother-in-law about my girlfriend and letting her. Oh, no. I see. I read that one already. And I believe I said you were not, because I thought it was awesome. that pompous ass golf player, friend of yours, relative of yours, got his clocks cleaned by your girlfriend. That's just beautiful. Hey. Here's one. Like, it's kind of similar to what we were talking about. Maybe we'll finish up on this one. Am I the asshole if I remove my aunt, insert mother there, as administrator of my late father's estate and give her no money? I don't think so. Not if she's a douche. I would say I'd be fine with it, honestly. Hold on a second. Let me just check one more thing. Okay. Okay, I got to share it. Mm-hmm. I did not share it. All right, here we go. A second here. Mm-hmm. Oh, come on. Come now. Oh, well. Shucks. Oh, well. All right, there we go. Let's wrap up with this one. My father died 2 years ago. We had a strained relationship. Does anyone not have a strained? Oh, wait, is this the same guy? She lives the same as my father. She ever informed me? Yeah, this is the same we already did. All right, maybe I've just run out, so I guess I'll call it now. But hey, thank you everybody for tuning into the show. We've been going almost 2 hours, hour and 40 minutes. Hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you, you double shit. It's a great name. Ever Eden, thank you as well. Tatanka Dave, thank you for tuning in also. And yeah, I would say for real, yeah, protect your dad. Get a real power of attorney and not some shady customer. All right. Thank you, Disengage, for tuning in as well. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. If you have questions you'd like them answered, you can put them in the comments. You can hit me up at jeffahern56@gmail.com. Someone sent me a lovely gift. Thank you for that. Yeah, I think that's it. I've had a great time. Hope you did too. Tune in Friday for another episode, everybody, of Jeff, the Unlicensed Therapist. I will be back then. And I appreciate. Oh, wait. Actually, wait a minute. Before I go, I can't. Oh, I can't do that one. I guess I will. I'll do one more ad. Why not? Maybe. Why not? Why not just do one more? Maybe I want to do that one. No, I do like that. They're a good sponsor. I think I might do them. Rumble Premium. No, I've done already a lot of Rumble ads. Hold on a second. Let me do one more ad and then I'll cut out. Unless you have questions. If you have a question, put it in the comment and I'll do it. I will do it. You watch. Let's do 1775 Coffee. I haven't done anything from them in a while. All right, 1775 coffee, folks. Clear my gullet there a little bit. Still haven't tried 1775 coffee? Now is your shot. The 1775 starter kit just dropped, only 1,000 units. You're getting the bold, dark roast that hits hard, the smooth, medium roast, and the Vitality mushroom coffee for clean energy and laser focus. No crash. All single origin, small batch, toxin free, and mold free. Plus, you're also getting a gold spoon clip because freedom isn't served with plastic. A frother strong enough to stir up your coffee and your mother in law's opinions. And guess what? A black 1775 tumbler. $170 worth of coffee and gears, yours for just $99. This is for the ones who've been watching 1775 blow up on Rumble and wondering if it's worth it. Well, spoiler alert, it is. Go to 1775coffee.com/studio and grab your starter kit before they're gone. Bold beans, clean fuel, and a morning routine that stands for something, just like Rumble does. That's 1775coffee.com/studio and grab your starter kit before they're gone. All right, everyone. I have had a great time as always. You guys rock. Thank you so much. Hit the like and subscribe button. Come back. If you have questions, you can always ask them, man. I appreciate any of the feedback, and I like this to be a very chat oriented show. Blessings to you too, Tatanka. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, let's have a great day. Have a great evening, everybody. I'll see you back here on Friday at 10 p.m. Pacific time. If not sooner, but definitely Friday, 10 p.m. at the latest. Thank you, everyone. Have a great night. God bless you. And keep asking those questions. And in the end, always trust your gut. All right. Bye.